Hello and welcome to this SQL script tutorial. In this today's tutorial, I'm going to discuss about the UNNEST function in SQL script. I will be telling you what is this function and where we can use it. And also I will be showing you some example and the system so that you can easily understand how to use this function. So let me tell you the description what this function is. This UNNEST function converts one or many arrays into a table. Suppose you have some requirement where you want to merge multiple array into one table, then you can use this function so that you can merge multiple array. The value of multiple arrays can be merged into a table. And the result, and the one thing very important to note, that in the UNNEST function the result has to be a table type. So it will not be a single or scalar type, it has to be a table type. So let me write one small example right here in the system. I will show you a small example how to use this function. So I will write one anonymous block. For that I will be declaring a variable which is array type. In my previous video I have talked about what is the array in SQL script, so you can also have a look at that. So in this video I will be showing you about the UNNEST, and which we can show you here. So I can declare a variable which is array ID, and this is array ID is integer type, but it's having the format array, and I am constructing the data using this array variable called as 1 and 2. So my this array ID is a variable with array type and having value 1 and 2, and I will declare one more variable for this example. Suppose array name. So in this one, this is suppose varchar type. This is my name, this is the character type, so I'm going to write varchar as integer, and this is also array type, and I'm going to put some value into this array name variable. Suppose I'm going to put the name like name1, suppose name2, and suppose the last variable is the name3. So in this example we can see that we have declared two variables, one is array ID and the other one is array name, and we have put the values like 1 2 in here in array ID and the character, and like name1, name2 and name3. Now let me show you the result of these two variables. So how can you use the UNNEST function? So just I'm writing this, suppose this is my output result, and in the result, and we're going to UNNEST these two array variables. So yes, this is a array ID and the other one is the array name. So if we now execute this this statement, so we are going to see the data. So let me execute that. Yes, now this row has been executed, but we need to see the data. So in order to see the data, we have to write the select statement. So yes, I'm going to see the data from result. So let me now execute this again. So yes, we can see the data, the result. Like we had the earlier two separate variable, one is the array ID and the array name. Now we have merged into one table, and you can see that now here in the earlier ID, like array ID is 1 2 and the array name having 3 value 1 2 3. So correspondingly that name3 will have null values in the table. So we have only 1 2 here, and the name is like this. And now we can also declare the alias of this array ID and array name like this. That you can write as ID and name. So this alias you can change like this. Just you can write, we can just run it again. Okay, we have to give this comma in here. So if you now execute this again, and we can see the data, so this alias has changed to ID and name. So in this way you can actually use this UNNEST. I do have one more example where I will be writing an procedure. So you can also look at this example. I will be writing very small procedure, and there I will be using this UNNEST function, how to actually show this merging the data. So let me create one small procedure, and this is suppose array nesting. Yes, and I'm having the output variable. This is suppose result, and this is should be the table type as I told you, and I'm having suppose value called amount, and this is suppose integer type, and I'm having another variable that is a sequence. So this ACQ sequence is another variable that you can use in SQL script in order to store the data in ranking wise. So let me show you that how does it work. This is also integer type. So once you have declared that your variable, now you can actually write the code. So let me just write that language is SQL script always, and reads SQL data as begin. So now I will be declaring the variable. I will declare one variable that is amount, and this is my integer type, and I will be constructing the data into this array type amount as 10 and 20. So this is my amount variable, which is having array type and having value 10 and 20. Now I will do this. I will now show you the result, and I will be doing this UNNEST function. I will be using this UNNEST function now, and I will be now using this variable that is UNNEST of amount, and I can use you can use one more variable that is with ordinality. So with the correct columnar order, so it will show the data. So we can see, we can write like ordinality as, then 10, then you should provide the amount, the variable that you have declared in your table, and the sequence. So if you now execute this one, so you can see the data. So let me first execute the procedure. So this procedure has been created. Let's see if there's any error. Okay, there's no error. So the procedure has been executed successfully. So now we will we will call the procedure. Now we will call the procedure call, and this is the procedure has been created. And if you can call, and if you just see the data, the output, how does it look now? And if we now execute this procedure, we can see the amount and sequence. So those two array type variable has come into this result field, and the data was the sequence has been, as I told, if you give the sequence with ordinality using this function, actually you can show the data in order wise, and we can print the data 10 and 20 into this result field. So that's all about this video. And one very important note, that using this UNNEST function you cannot refer directly in from clause in a select statement. So you have to use this result equal to UNNEST, then you have to put this variable. So you cannot use this from clause in this UNNEST function. So that's all about this tutorial. I hope you have understood the basics of UNNEST function. We have tried to explain using this anonymous block and the procedure. So that's all about this tutorial, and please look at my other videos. I have given the link in my below description, and please like this video if you have liked it, and also please subscribe this channel and click the bell icon for early notification. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please watch my other videos, other tutorial. Thank you for watching.